It's week 5 of the NFL. And at center stage, it's the Raiders, reigning league MVP. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Raiders and the Commanders next on Madden Football.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's... So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. Well, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up. Looking for a throw here. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. They are throwing it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are thrown into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take...
That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-0 lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 20-zip lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They've got first down from the 31. They go play action here. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Raiders trying to make some noise before halftime. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So that brings up 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Cut near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This is hauled in by Myers. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with an AFC matchup going on in Nashville. Kansas City in town to take on Tennessee. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Texas man, Jonathan Brooks, a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, terrific in the victory as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Throwing from his own end zone. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Back now, pressure on its way. Throw reeled in by Allen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. Play action on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes again. And they take this in for the score. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board,
this offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. To throw it on first down. He gets this one to Myers. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Throw left side, complete. Here he goes again. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the third. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he's stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Pass play on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Mistake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them.
Me in the club. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Now that I roll